Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you can tell from the title down below, I'm gonna do a short little story time where I talk about how I got scammed and how my phone got stolen and why I ended up being away from YouTube for so long. Anyways, so what had happened was, guys, ndigwa Pick and Pay, right? This was when I was in Pretoria. To go Pick and Pay, I'm doing my shopping, okay, minding my own business, looking at the prices, calculating, because student budget, the way I said that, because student budget, right? So okay, and again we're okay, and and I'm using my phone to calculate, also to look at the list of things that I had planned to buy on that day. And then shows up this man, right? He looked middle-aged. Shows up this man, he's in a weird looking suit and he's on the phone and he looks like he's very panicked, yabo. And then as I go abuzbana angafumana P Johnson and Johnson's, yabo, ufuni baby wipes but ufuni zakwa J&J, yabo. And then I'm like, oh, and I knew where the baby section was and I was like, oh, okay, I can help. And so the small trolleys with the baskets, ne? And I'm only using the top part. This guy is holding a basket already with some baby stuff in it and is on the phone. So as we're walking together to the baby aisle, he puts his basket into my trolley and I'm like, oh, okay, we're getting a little too comfortable here, but okay. And then he continues speaking, and then we get to the baby aisle. I help him find J&J, and then now as a teta upper, it sounds like there's a woman on the other side. Did I hear the woman's voice? I don't think I did. I don't know. But all I can say is that from the conversation that he was having, it was as though he's talking to like a baby mama of sorts on the other side, and they're buying baby stuff, yeah, bro. And then he keeps telling me like, oh, and then Pampers, I don't even remember, Pampers or whatever. And then now I'm his little assistant there by the baby aisle and I'm helping him get stuff for the baby, the specific, because this woman seems to be very specific on what kind and which brand. And then he quickly is like, yo, pen, like as if something, pen for and then I had no pen. Okay, the one thing I had in my hand was my phone. So the phone and then I go to Ilentozana keypad because we told the number, right? And then I read out loud, so I start typing the number for him, and then halfway through typing the number for him, he takes my phone, right? And it's as though because we feel like as if this process of this woman telling him the number and then him telling me the number and then me writing it down, and it's taking too long because as we can see, like people are in a rush, people are in a panic of sorts. So he takes my phone and he continues writing. He's like, oh, and then he's typing the number himself. It's like, So I'm like, at that point, I'm like, oh my goodness, am I getting scammed? Like, is this my official welcome to the Gauteng situation? And but then I'm like, no, man, don't think so terribly of people. Come on, he looks like a man in distress and he's just okay. So I'm like, you know what, it's fine, I'm just gonna keep a close eye on him. But now while he's holding my phone and doing whatever he's doing with the phone, he's still asking me to be his little assistant, yeah, bro. So I'm looking for witch hazel or whatever, one of those ointments I'm looking for it. And then he goes over to the next aisle where there is Indozovasa, as though he's looking for your Stay Soft. And then I'm like, oh my goodness, I left with my phone. And then I follow him to Mkhobe, and then when he turns around, I go back to looking as though I wasn't stalking him. Then he comes back and then he's like, what did he say? Oh, and then he's still on the phone. Oh, you want the white one? He came with the blue Stay Soft. He's like, oh, you want the white one? Okay, let me go find you the white one. And then he leaves again. I'm like, oh my goodness, he's left with my phone. Every time he disappears with my phone, I get a little bit of a situation, okay? And then I follow him and I'm like, oh my goodness, it's my phone. And then I see him going to Umdopangela of Pick and Pay, and then he's asking for the white stay soft. I'm like, oh, he's really looking for the white stay soft. Fine. And then when he turns around, I run back and pretend like I'm looking for the witch hazel yakona. I find the witch hazel, basket, and then he comes back with the white stay soft. And now he's leaving for the third time, and now I'm like, and I'm preoccupied looking for something else. I don't know what I was looking for. I'm busy reading. Oh, I think he wanted a baby bottle, but specifically for like a newborn. So now I'm reading the ages on the baby bottles. So he leaves again, and it took me a good 10 seconds to realize that, wait a minute, he's left. And it's been quite a few seconds and he's not back, and he left with my phone. And depending on guys, when I look, Omdu has disappeared into thin air. Vanished. And now I'm like, shit, it's a scam. I was right. My first instinct was right. It's a scam. And guys, at this time I am so embarrassed. I cannot bring myself to explain to a security guard what just happened, because I just gave the guy my phone. And I probably walk around the whole store 2 times, and I'm like, damn, at this point in Dimate, I'm like, okay, just go home, bro. Like, the moment you let this guy take your phone, you knew that it could be a scamming, and you let him take it anyways, and now it's gone. And and also couldn't money now. So I indeed, you see the bottom basket that he had put, it still is filled with baby things, and I was so annoyed. And I just took it out and I made a aisle, baby aisle, and I just went to go pay. Thankfully, Ikadilam wasn't with my phone, so I could still pay for the stuff that I was there for. But guys, anyways, that happened, and that was probably like what, 3-4 months ago, and I've just been surviving the phone. Like, yeah, the phone and then I got a new phone, and now I'm back because I finally got a phone that has a decent enough camera to actually, do this shandies. So yes, Blooming is back. A mini life update, because I'm back. So my mini life update, biggest change for me right now is that I took a break from school. I took a whole sabbatical from school for this semester though. I will get into more details about why I took the sabbatical, what happened during the sabbatical, but I'll get more into that for next year's videos. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Next year I'll get into it. But definitely what I will say is that it is a very pivotal, very, very pivotal moment in my life. Very uncertain time in my life. It is, I feel, very uncertain. There's so much uncertainty. There's so many questions about my future, what I'm gonna do, who am I gonna be. I feel like I'm going through a whole existential crisis at this point. I don't know, but a lot of those who, what, why questions, I'm just taking it day by day at this point. So definitely that has been the biggest change right now, and that's what I'm kind of going through. And the craziest thing though has to be that there was do you guys remember the Q&A video that I did at the beginning of the year, and one person asked me what my goals are, or what my one goal is for this year, and I remember my answer was something along the lines of healing. So I was like, I would love 2021 to be a year of healing and clarity, because I don't know, in healing you find clarity, and clarity about myself and who I am, and just be grounded in that. And I feel like this sabbatical has been tackling a lot of that. I even started therapy. I will also share more on my therapy journey as time goes by. It's been quite an interesting time. quite an interesting time. What to expect from my channel going forward? Definitely one thing that you can expect is videos or content that is a lot more intentional. I do realize that when I started this channel, I was very clear on what I wanted it to be about, hence the name Blooming. I wanted it to be about
sharing my experience as a young adult or a young person growing into an adult at this time, or this era of life. And I wanted to share so that we can all feel like a sense of connectedness and to not feel alone in a time that is filled with so many questions, so many uncertainties, where you're supposed to decide what happens with the rest of your life, how the rest of your life will look, and it can be quite scary, quite daunting, quite exhausting. In a time when you feel so lost, and sometimes you feel like you're finding yourself within the lostness or within the I don't know. I wanted the channel to be about that.
I realized that there were times when I posted videos just for the sake of putting out a video, but now I want my videos to definitely be a lot more intentional. And another thing that you can expect this year particularly, I'm thinking of doing Vlogmas, but I'm not too sure about that. Vlogmas is a huge commitment. Every day you film, every day you edit. I don't know, or maybe I will do a version of Vlogmas. We'll see. I'll keep you guys posted. I mean, you'll see when December comes if I actually go through with it. But like, yeah, that's basically it. That's basically what Blooming will continue to be, and I really hope that you guys continue to watch my videos and that you share, you like, you comment, and you subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Like otherwise, that's it for this little life update, and I can't wait to see you guys in the upcoming weeks, and all the best to everybody who is writing their exams right now.